Hello everyone, I am back with the third part on the topic sets of class 11. So let's find out what all topics we will cover today in this video. We will start with Venn diagram, followed by union and intersection operations, then properties of union and intersection. After that, we will discuss difference of sets. Then we will have examples based on all these topics. At last, we will have pop quiz. Here I'm showing you, I have covered all these topics: sets, introduction and usage, a special set of numbers, representation of sets, types of sets, subsets, intervals, power set, and universal set in my previous two videos. In case if you have missed, please refer the link given below in the description box. So let's get started. Venn diagram. Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of relationships between sets. With the help of Venn diagram, it's easy to understand the practical problems based on sets. Here you can see I have shown you this is a rectangle. Within this, there is a circle. So Venn diagram basically consists of rectangles and circles. By rectangles, we represent universal set, and by circles, we represent its subsets. So here, this is an individual set A, and this is the universal set. Now, here you can see in this picture, you are having a set B consisting of elements 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, and this yellow shaded portion is the set which is U minus B, means all these elements are not a part of set B. B is having only elements 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So with the help of different colors, we can show a unique set within the universal set, just like this. Now, if you have to show two different sets A and B through the Venn diagram and both are having no element in common, then you can have such type of Venn diagram. And if they are having some elements in common, then you can have Venn diagram like this. Here you can see these two sets are overlapping little bit, right? So this overlapped portion is representing their common part. So this is the pictorial representation or Venn diagram of two sets having some elements in common. Now in this picture you can see if one set is a subset of another one, means if all the elements of a set are existing in another set completely, then the bigger one set, means superset, will contain this set within it. So this kind of representation you can have for two sets which are having which are subset of each other, or one is a subset of other one, right? So this is a Venn diagram for such type of sets. Now let's find out union and intersection operations. What is the union of sets and what is the intersection of sets? So at the same time, I will explain you these two topics so that you can differentiate it easily. Here you are seeing this is the symbol which is written in between A and B we use to write down the union of two sets. This is written here A union B, which is saying we have operated union operation with A and B. And here you can see intersection of sets we represent just like this, means the symbol which we are using for the union, we have to write it in the reverse direction. That will give you intersection of two sets A and B, right? So now what is the union of sets? Union of two sets or more sets consists of elements of set A or elements of set B, including common elements of both the sets, right? While intersection of two sets consists of all elements which are common to both the sets A and B, means we will write here only the elements which are lying in both the sets. So this is the difference in between union and intersection. Now let's have an example. Suppose you are having a set A consisting of elements 2, 4, 6, 8, and set B is having elements 6, 8, 10, and 12. You can see here easily 6, 8, these two elements are in common in between these two sets. Now, if you have to find out A union B. So A union B, what I explained you, we have to write here elements of set A or elements of set B, including the common elements. So I am writing here elements of set A. 2, 4, 6, 8. Common elements are 6 and 8. We have already written here 6 and 8, which are common, as I have written here set A. Now here elements of set B should also be here. So 10 and 12 we have to write here other elements as an element of set A union B. So this is the A union B, where we are having elements of set A, elements of set B, as well as all the common elements, right? Now if you have to find out A intersection B of these two sets, then you are having 6, 8, only the elements which are a part of both the sets. Means 6 and 6, 8 are existing in set A as well as they are existing in set B. Only those elements you have to mention here while writing A intersection B. So this was the intersection B. Let's have another example. If I am having a set A, E, I, O, U, and B is a set A, I, U. And you have to write down A union B. So you have to write down all the elements of set A, all the elements which are common to these two sets, and the elements of set B. As you can see here, A, I, U, all these elements are existing completely in the set A. It means B is a subset of set A. And these are the common elements of set A as well as, right? So A union B will be, we will be having A, E, I, O, U. Means this is the set A itself. It means A union B is equals to set A. This is an interesting result, isn't it? Yes, now let's find out A intersection B. So A intersection B, you are having here common elements A, I, and U only, and A, I, U is the set B. So A intersection B is equals to set B itself. Once again, you are having an interesting result. You can have such type of results while solving problems of sets. Now I'm going to explain you the set builder form. For writing set builder form of a set A union B, we will write it like X, such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Means X is an element of set A or it is an element of set B. While writing for intersection of sets, we will write here A intersection B is equals to X, such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Means each and every element of set A intersection B will be there in set A as well as in set B. And here the situation is, it can be a part of set A or it can be a part of set B or it can be a part of both the sets. So this is the difference between these two sets, right? Now let's have Venn diagram representation of union of sets. Here you can see A union B. This whole blue colored picture is showing you A union B, means all the elements of set A along with the elements of set B, as well as it is containing all the elements which are common to set A and B. So this is representing A union B here, which is blue colored picture, right? Now let's have intersection of two sets. You can see here exactly same type of picture, but having three different colors here. Means for representing a particular set, you can use different colors, or you can use pencil. You can shade it just by showing a particular set. So here you can see this black shaded portion is showing A intersection B, means all the elements which are common to A and B are coming here in this portion only. And this red portion is showing us A minus B, means all the elements which are a part of A but not a part of set B. And here this blue portion is showing all the elements which are part of B but not a part of A. So with the help of these three different colors, I am able to show here three different sets. So this is a Venn diagram for A intersection B. Now, if you are having three sets and you are having some elements in common among all the three sets, then you can have such type of pictorial representation or Venn diagram. Here you can see in the middle, this light green color is showing you common elements among all the three sets, A intersection B intersection C. This portion is showing you A intersection B. Here you can see A intersection C, and this green color is showing you B intersection C, and these portions are individual A, B, C sets elements, right? So this can be a pictorial representation for three different sets. Now we will discuss properties of union and intersection. First property is commutative property. Commutative property means if you are applying union operation for two sets A and B, then A union B will be same as B union A. This is the commutative property for union of sets. Means if you are writing elements of set A or elements of set B at first, while union of two sets, that doesn't matter. So this is the commutative property. Now for intersection of sets, commutative property exists as it is. If you are writing A intersection B or B intersection C, that is same. Now, second property is associative property, means A union B union C will be equal to A union of B union C. If at first you are finding union of two sets A and B, then you are applying union operation with the set C, you will get same result. If you are doing it with the set B union C and set A individually, right? So this is the associative property for union of sets. Now in associative property for intersection of sets, if you are finding intersection of two sets A and B at first, and then you are finding its intersection with C, that will give you same result. If you are doing it like finding out intersection of B and C at first, then this set intersection with A will remain same. Next property is identity property, means if you are going to apply union operation of any set A with the set phi, it will give you same set A, because while writing union, we are writing all the elements of set A and all the elements of other set, as phi consists no elements, so we will not be having any additional element while writing A union B, so it will be set A as it is. Now, if you are finding out A intersection phi, as phi is having no elements, so A intersection phi will give you always phi. You can't have any element in common with the set phi, so its result will be phi. This was the identity property. Next is distributive property. If you are going to distribute set A, union of set A to the intersection of two sets B and C, it will be same if you are doing A union B at first and A union C, then you are finding out the intersection of these two sets. This two operations will give you same result. This is the distributive property for union of sets. Now let's find it for the intersection of sets, means if at first you are finding out union of two sets B and C, then you are going to find out intersection of set A with this set B union C, that will remain same if you are finding out A intersection B at first and A intersection C, and then you are going to find out its union. It will be same. So this is a distributive property. Here we are distributing intersection of set A over B and intersection of set A over C. This is the distributive property. Now next is idempotent property. What it says if you are going to find out union of any set with itself, A union A, it will give you same set. set A, because nothing extra element you will be having there while finding out A union A. All the elements will be as it is of set A, so it will be set A itself. Now if you are going to find out intersection of any set A with itself, it will again give you same result A, because in the intersection all the elements will come there in the set. So this is the idempotent property for intersection of sets. At last we are having universal property. It says if you are going to find out union of any set A with the universal set, it will give you universal set, because this set A will always be a subset of universal set. When it is a subset, then automatically superset will come there after union. So union of universal set and any set will give you universal set, and intersection of any set with universal set will always give you that set only, because while intersection you will get that subset only. So U intersection A is equals to A. This was the properties of union and intersection. Now, what is the difference of sets? Difference of sets is, if you are having two sets A and B, then difference of the sets A and B is the set of elements which belong to A but not to B. Means you have to write there all the elements which are a part of set A, but they should not be a part of set B. Let's have an example here. Set A is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8 and B is equals to 6, 8, 10, 12. Now, A minus B will give you 2, 4. Means while writing A minus B, you have to delete the common elements from A only. Just delete 6, 8 from A. Rest of the elements will come in A minus B. Exactly in the same way, you can write B minus A. What will come here in B minus A? You have to delete the common elements from B. So you will be having 10 and 12 in B minus A. Now let's have its Venn diagram. What kind of Venn diagram we can have for A minus B? Here you can see this picture. This green portion is showing you A minus B. Here we have deleted the common elements of A and B. So rest of the part is A minus B. In the same way, here in the second picture, this green portion is showing B minus A. We have deleted common elements from B. So this is the B minus A. Now, let's have some examples. So question number 1, if set X is equals to A, B, C, D, E and set Y is equals to F, B, D, G, then you have to find out X minus Y, Y minus X and X intersection Y. So while finding X minus Y, what I told you, you have to delete the common elements of both the elements while writing X minus Y. So what are the common elements here in between these two sets, B and D? So while writing X minus Y, we will be having, just delete B and D, ACE. ACE. Yes, X minus Y is equals to ACE. Now Y minus X, just delete the common elements from Y. F and G will come there. So Y minus X is equals to F and G. Intersection, I have already told you, B and D, these two elements are common. So X intersection Y is equals to B, D. This question we have done now. Let's have another example. If set A is equals to X such that X is a natural number and set B is equals to X such that X is an even natural number and C is a set X such that X is a prime number, then you have to find out A intersection B, A intersection C and B intersection C. Intersection means we have to find out the common elements. So A is the set of natural numbers, means 1, 2, 3 and so on. B is the set of even natural numbers, means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So while writing A intersection B in common elements from A and B, we will be having only even natural numbers. So we will be having the set B itself as A intersection B. So A intersection B is equals to set B itself. Now A intersection C. A is the set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And C is the set of all the prime numbers. Prime numbers means 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, right? All these numbers will come in the set C. Now from these two sets, what we can have common? We can have common all the elements which are coming in set C. So in A intersection C, we will be having C only, set C itself. Now for third part, we have to find out B intersection C. B intersection C. B is the set of even natural numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. And C is the set of prime numbers. So it will start from 2, 3, 5 and so on. So what is common here between these two sets? Only 2, because 2 is the only smallest prime number which is even we are having in our number system. So this set will contain only single number 2. This is a singleton set. So this was the example. Now get ready for the pop quiz. First question is, if set A is equals to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and set B is equals to 6 and 15, then you have to find out A intersection B. Yes, do it. This is very simple question. So its answer will be 6 and 15, set B itself, A intersection B. Next question is, if set A is equals to 1 to 3 and set B is equals to 5, then you have to find out A union B. You have to operate here union operation. So what will be the answer? Very easy question. The set 1, 2, 3 itself means the set A itself will come for the A union B. Right? Let's have another question. It's if A and B are two sets such that A is a subset of B. What is A union B? Means all the elements of set A are existing in set B, then what will be A union B? Yes, the answer, it will be set B. B is the superset here. So A union B will be set B. Right? Next question is, if R is the set of real numbers and Q is the set of rational numbers, then find R minus Q. Means from the set of real numbers, you have to delete rational numbers. Then what will remain there? You have to write that only. Its answer is set of irrational numbers, Qi. Because when we will delete rational numbers from the set of real numbers, we will remain with irrational numbers only, right? So this is the answer. For any query, you can comment me in the comment section or you can mail me through my mail ID. It's preeti@gmail.com. So that's all for this video. Thanks for connecting with me. See you soon in the last part of set chapter. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.